All right, welcome once again to Sinbin Stream. Tonight, NHL action between the Edmonton Oilers and the St. Louis Blues from St. Louis, Missouri. Hope you're having a great Monday. Whoops. All right, audio's good. Yeah, at least my tablet works for my YouTube, but for some reason when I watch Red Zone on my NFL app, it does never audio never works. It's really weird. All right, well, hope you had a great Monday, having a great Monday night around the world. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. All right, let's see if we've got the. Yes, we do. All right, we can take a look at the starting goaltenders. All right, Stuart Skinner has the night off for Edmonton, and he'll be facing it's Calvin Pickard against Jordan Binnington, and let's see, one more game yet to start. One game starting during this one, or about the same time, and Penguins at Maple Leafs. Penguins 2, Maple Leafs 0 in Toronto. Just about to start the second period. All right, let me get the poll ready. I didn't get it going before they took the records down. All right, real quick. All right, what the heck? All right, St. Louis is 3-7-2, struggling a little bit at the start of the year here. Yeah, and the Blues are wearing those, like, I don't know, they're not wearing the ones I thought they were supposed to be wearing this year. Like, just the yellow around the blue. No white, no dark blue, no two shades of blue, just all one blue. Oilers are 6-4-3. All right. Just about set. There's the poll. Just about ready to get underway. 4-game point streak for Edmonton. Hello, Sinbin admin. Oh, did I not close this? Yeah, I guess I didn't. All right, opening draw, center ice. Yeah, there's the logo I was expecting. Okay. I guess they just have more than one uniform. All right, the Blues are going left to right in their darker blue, mostly blue. And the Oilers have their white jerseys with the blue shoulders. They're going right to left. All right, no shots on net yet. Puck is sent in, but the Oilers handle it in their own end between their defensemen. And there's a shot, but that looked like it hit the side of the net, and then Binnington froze it. Watching the St. Louis broadcast, we'll switch to the Edmonton feed if need be. Again, yeah, so Binnington, yeah, this blue, and then this logo is what I was expecting their jerseys to be like. So the Blues bench is actually on this side, so the direction they have there is only going to be true in the second period. All right, we're still waiting on the linesperson. He kicked out both players from the draw. Now we finally get it going. 19-19 to go, first period. Center ice. Sent up the near boards. Draisaitl has it. Centering pass. Shot. Good save by Binnington. Into the near boards. And Draisaitl has it in front of his own net. Up by the Blues bench, he dumps it in. Binnington plays it behind his own net to the near boards. And they send it, all right, into the O-zone, far face-off circle. Shot. That gets through everybody. Not past, wide to Picard. Binnington plays it behind the Blues net. All right, Blues in front of their own net. Send it up the far boards and carry it into the zone. Near the Oilers bench, Oilers send it back the other way. Not icing, though. Blues play it out of the zone, neutral ice, and into the O-zone. Into the near corner. Centering pass. Wraparound attempt is saved by Picard. He is now just getting back up. He was sitting down to make that save. And the Blues still have it in the near corner. Centering pass back to the blue line. Shot. I think it got blocked. Rebound. Blues still have it. And their centering pass is deflected wide. And down the length of the ice. Looks like the Blues tried to get a change. 17.5 to go, first period. They dump it in. Clack played it behind his own net for the Oilers. Blues send it back into the near boards. We got Joseph out there, number 71. Kessel, 51. Tucker, 75. And the puck goes free to Picard. All right, the Blues have 2 shots on goal now. 2-1. No score, 16:55 in the first. Sent around behind the Oiler net. Up the far boards. Into the neutral zone. Pass off the near boards. And offsides, though, against Edmonton at 16:45. Yeah, pretty good wraparound attempt there by the Blues. Good save. Picard barely got it with the skate blade. We're already back underway. 16:40. As they miss the draw, showing the replay. All right. Oilers get into the O-zone. In front of the crease. That shot is saved. Went forehand to backhand, and that was Henrique. And the Blues get into the O-zone near face-off circle. Behind the net. Oilers skate it out and dump it in from the red line. That might have been on net. 2-2 shots on goal. Oilers behind their own net. And they sent it to neutral ice. Draisaitl couldn't handle it. And the Oilers are offside. 15:50. 3-2 shots on goal. Edmonton now. Let's see. We got, be sure to vote in the polls. Who do you think will win? Oh, they fanned on a backhander. For the Oilers would have had a pretty good scoring opportunity, but somebody whiffed on the puck with a backhanded attempt. All right, in the far near corner, pass to the slot, and the shot is, I guess, deflected into the netting at 15:30. Or no, blocked. Wait, Nurse blocked it and had the puck? Maybe I got... All right, well, let's see this again. I guess it went in his jersey sleeve. I don't... That was very strange. 3-3 shots on goal now. Thomas to take the draw. He's the one that had that wraparound attempt for the Blues. Face off. And a pass to the slot gets through. They keep it in at the blue line. Far boards dumped it into the near corner. And sent behind the Oiler net again. Comes to the near side. That shot is high and wide, and it's cleared out to the neutral ice. All right, skated in. Blues center it. Thomas shot. Nice save by Picard. Far face-off circle, and the Oilers get it to neutral ice. Then he skated into the O-zone. Sent ahead. Battle for the puck. Back to the blue line. Far corner. Oilers have it. To the blue line. Down low behind the net. Back to... Oh, they cleared it out of their own end. They were trying to get it to Bouchard and didn't connect on the pass. Ekholm is out there with Bouchard. Ekholm dumps it in. And the Blues have it. Let's go Oilers in the chat. All right, 14:07. We got a whistle. Is that icing or offside? We got to see, but Jeremiah says, let's go Oilers. I hear you. Yeah, I don't really like the Blues at all. Yeah, Thomas with an... Oh, his shot got deflected by Nurse. And Picard was there for the save, though. But pretty good shot on goal attempt. All right. Ekholm had sent it to, I guess, Emberson, who dumped it in. Back at the blue line. They keep it in the slot. A shot. Big rebound. Nobody from the Oilers could get a stick on it. Blues send it up to neutral ice, and Oilers send it right back in. It was on net, though, so no icing. 13:37 to go, first period. And that shot was steered aside by Picard. Oilers dump it in from neutral ice. Bennington behind his own net, passes. They get it up the middle. In the near boards. To the far face-off circle. Back to the blue line. Dumped in behind the Oiler net into the near corner. And Shen battling along the near boards. Suter had it. Shot from the far face-off circle was deflected, I think, by Shen wide. Still not out. Battle in the far boards. Now the Oilers have it going the other way. They could take a 2-on-2, but I think they're going for a line change. They dump it in. Blues send it behind their own net. And that is Kessel with the puck behind the net. And Kessel waiting for the breakout. He sends it up the near boards. Oilers take over, go the other way. Nurse centers it. It's loose in the crease. It's swept out of there by the Blues defense and go the other way. 4-4 shots on goal. Oilers in their own end. 12:06 in the first. And it looks like the Oilers just iced it at 12:04. All right. St. Louis Zoo night tomorrow. You get I don't know, some sort of, I don't know if that was a bobblehead or just a figurine of like a polar bear. All right, up the near boards. Oilers going the other way. Sent around behind the Blues net. Kept in at the blue line. Dumped in. In the near corner. Centered. Shot is blocked. And let's see who has it. Oilers try to get it. Kulak had it. He got it to Roslovic. Still working with it. They're trying to get a line change as well. I think they finally finished it. Dumped into the near boards. Or far corner. From the near boards. Shot from the far faceoff circle is wide. Kept in. And far boards. Oilers still have it. They say 5-4 shots on goal Blues now. On the TV broadcast. Oilers take it over. And send it up the far boards. Blues in front of their own bench with it. Oilers keep it in. Now the Blues finally get it out of their own end. And Ekholm had it. Gets it over to Bouchard. They pass to McDavid. Drop pass back to Ekholm. Dumps it in. Nugent-Hopkins is there in the near face-off circle. Blues can't get it out. Magiapane had it briefly. Now he's got it in the near corner. Nugent-Hopkins sends it behind the net to the far boards, far face-off circle. Ekholm's shot or pass is wide into the far corner. Blues going the other way. And we did get a whistle there. Well, wow, immediate commercial. 9:54, didn't even see what the call was. All right, we got the under 14-minute timeout, and we're already due for the under 10 next, going to be next whistle then. All right, I guess we can check on the NFL real quick. Three 0 Cardinals, start of the second quarter. I saw the Cowboys, I think, failed on 4th and goal on their opening drive. Cardinals ball at the Dallas 15 as well. All right, let's check the other games. Penguins still up 2-0 over the Maple Leafs in Toronto, 11:08 in the second. Predators on a Philip Forsberg goal take the 1-0 lead on the Canucks in Nashville with 11:27. Now 11:09 to go in the second. Shots on goal, still 5-4 St. Louis. All right. Oilers behind their own net. In the far corner. Centering pass. Who's out there right now? Podkolzin. There's a long shot from the blue line, and that gets deflected into the netting at 9:28. So we got Roslovic. Draisaitl, Roslovic, and Podkolzin are a line. But now it looks like they just did a line change at 9. Yeah. I was gonna say those guys aren't out there now. They just headed to the bench. Okay, we got Ekholm with Bouchard. McDavid taking the draw against Thomas, but McDavid just got kicked out. Nugent-Hopkins takes the draw. The Oilers keep it in the O zone. Far corner, McDavid tries to center it. They get it to Nugent-Hopkins, back to the blue line, back to McDavid, near far faceoff circle. That pass is deflected, and the Blues are going the other way, and they dump it in from the red line. That was Parayko on the dump in. Sent behind the Oilers net, back to the blue line. Parayko's shot looked like it was deflected wide. And the Oilers going the other way. Magiapane gets it right back after he passed it. He circles around, sends it in behind the net to Nugent-Hopkins. Back to the blue line, over to Kulak. His pass got blocked away. 8:31 to go, first period. Oilers have it behind their own net. Up the far boards and out. Lose the puck at the neutral ice. Blues have it in their own end. Tucker had it. They get it up ahead. Shot from the far faceoff circle. That was a good save by Picard. Big rebound. Oilers dump it down. Blues have it in their own end. As they're trying to get a line change as well. Dumped in, and that was steered aside by Picard. Now it's 6-4 shots on goal, St. Louis. Sent up the near boards, and Binnington plays it behind the Blues net. Up the near boards, and dumped in. All right, who's in there now? Behind the net, Holloway had it. Shot from the near far face-off circle. Rebound was loose after Picard saved it, and the Oilers sent it to center ice. Now we got Falk, who got it in ahead, and I think the Blues were offsides. Oh, boy, an immediate commercial. Didn't even get to see the time. Wow. You know what? Let's go to the... I kind of like... Actually, I do kind of like the Blues... feed, because they identify like all the Blues players that are out on the ice at the current time. So I do like having that, and then I can quickly reference the names and numbers, and I can just take a quick glance if I need a name of an Oilers player. All right, we got 7-4 shots on goal and 7:18 to go, first period. Not a ton of scoring chances so far, but 0-0. Yeah, again, Predators are up in Nashville on the Canucks 1-0, 9:16 in the first. Penguins on the power play already leading 2-0 over the Maple Leafs in Toronto. 9:16 in the second. There we go. All right. All right, let's see if the Cardinals... Cardinals got a touchdown. Brissett to Marvin Harrison for 4 yards and a touchdown. Ryland with the extra point. Cardinals lead 10-0 over the Cowboys. 12-12 to go, second quarter. All right, let's make sure we are live on ESPN Plus. As we get a look at Jimmy Snuggerud on the bench. All right, we got a draw just outside the Oilers end, near face-off circle. Nope, we're going to redo it at 7:18. Have to get everything just perfect. and sent down into the Blues end. They send it behind their own net. 7:10 to go in the first. Shot. Good save by Picard from the far faceoff circle. Behind the net. And that was Bouchard with it. This pass attempt at neutral ice gets tipped into the stands. 6:55 to go in the first. 8-4 shots on goal, Blues. All right, Suter sits on the bench, getting a Blues line change with Shen. Center ice draw coming up. Still waiting. They kick Thomas out of the draw for the Blues. Again, Blues going left to right. Oilers going right to left. And they win the draw, the Blues, I mean. And they get it into the O-zone. Picard stops it behind his own net. And Oilers have it. Nugent-Hopkins pass is tipped. They get it up the boards. Nugent-Hopkins got it back. Pass to McDavid. No, hold on. Oilers were offsides. 6:36. All right, Thomas is out there still for the Blues, looks like, or is he heading for a change? Nope, the face-off is on the circle out just in front of the Blues bench, just in front of their end. Blues win the draw, send it up the near board, 6.5 to go. First period. Dumped in by the Oilers. Binnington plays it to the far corner. Battle for the puck. Sent out of their own end. Oilers have it again at neutral ice. They get it to Nugent-Hopkins. And McDavid sends it into the near boards. Centering pass. Couldn't get a shot on goal, though. Oilers can't keep it in, and Nurse picks it up in his own end. Quickly fires a pass to McDavid in the near boards. McDavid sends one out of the zone, and it's dumped in by the Oilers. They might be finishing a line change. 5:47 to go, first period. Picked off. Oilers have it behind the Blues net. Battle for the puck in the far corner. Centering pass goes back to the blue line. Shot from the far faceoff circle is blocked into the far corner. And kept in at the blue line by Edmonton. Battle for the puck. Tucker was there for the Blues. Now the Blues take it out of their own end. And Joseph, they get it in front. They get in the far faceoff circle. Now it's a pass to the near faceoff circle. That shot was a little wide. Kept in at the blue line and into the near boards. And they tried to get it to Tucker, and it was Holloway who sent it out of the zone. Now Falk has it behind his own net for the Blues. Getting a line change. 4:40 in the first. 8-4 shots on goal, Blues. Up the near boards and down the length of and picked up by Bouchard. Up ahead to Ekholm. Ekholm to Podkolzin. Far faceoff circle shot and a save by Binnington. Looks like Roslovic got the shot. 4:19. Oh, this time they didn't immediately go to commercial. Can't remember if that's the under 10 or the under 6 timeout. We had a long, we've had some long play go by without a whistle on the ice. All right, 8-5 shots on goal for the Blues. All right, let's get a refresh on football. 2nd and 7. Cowboys are at the Arizona 32. 7:49 in the second. They are trailing 10-0. And the Penguins added a third goal. They now lead the Maple Leafs 3-0 in Toronto. 5:27 to go in the second. Evander Kane ties the game up for the Canucks. Canucks won, Predators won, 5:09 to go in the first. And hope you will join us Tuesday, Wednesday. We have a 6 and 9 p.m. Central doubleheader. Flyers, Canadians, followed by Red Wings, Golden Knights. Then on Wednesday, Mammoth, Maple Leafs, followed by Sharks, Kraken. Panthers, Kings, 9 o'clock on Thursday. Then Friday, we'll have the NBA doubleheader on Prime. Start out with Rockets, Spurs, and then conclude with Warriors at Nuggets, and we'll figure out the Saturday hockey schedule in the next few days. All right, back to St. Louis. A draw in the far face-off circle for St. Louis. They take it behind their own net, up the near boards, kept in, and a shot on goal. Steered aside by Bennington. That was a shot by Ekholm. Blues have it in their own end and send it up the far boards, and it ends up going for icing, though, at 3:56. All right. I need to fix my camera a little bit, I think, there. Yeah, that looks a little better, I think. Yep. All right, Shen has the puck after the draw. He gets it to neutral ice. Oilers have it. McDavid to the near boards. McDavid gets it back and can't keep it in, though. And Nurse gets it right back in his own end. His pass doesn't get through. Now he sends it to the other defenseman, and that would be Wallman. Now the Oilers have it, far face-off circle. Roslovic had it, but now the Blues are going the other way. Into the near board, sent around the Oilers' net. Back into the near face-off circle area. Now McDavid has it. He's going the other way. He has Nurse with him and Draisaitl. Pass to Draisaitl gets deflected. Blues going the other way. I believe it's Thomas. His centering pass gets stolen. Oilers go the other way. And centering pass, shot. That must have been wide into the far corner. McDavid to the near faceoff circle. Draisaitl back to the blue line. And the pass to Draisaitl got tipped away. Blues get it out of their own end. And Snuggerud gets it into the Oilers end, and both teams are finishing up line changes. Oilers send it down the length of the ice. Binnington plays it to the near boards. Oilers trying to keep it in at the blue line. They can't. But their defensemen have it in their own end. We got a delayed penalty coming up on the Blues. So empty net for the Oilers and delayed penalty for the Blues. Oilers take it behind their own end. That is Ekholm. And Nugent-Hopkins centers it into the near faceoff circle. Nugent-Hopkins got it back, gets it over to Ekholm. To the near faceoff circle, shot from the tough angle, and finally the Blues touch the puck and we get the penalty at 1:30. Let's see who the penalty was on. Sundqvist holding. Number 70. And yeah, thanks, Sinbin Admin. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, especially if you're enjoying what we do here and enjoying the live stream. All right. Oilers get the first power play. 9-7 shots on goal for the Blues. Face off. Blues keep it in. Bouchard to Nugent-Hopkins. To McDavid. Centering pass, Roslovic, and I think that's a goal. It is. That's a power play goal for the Oilers. McDavid on the assist, and I believe Roslovic tucked it in on the one-timer from the slot. Yeah, McDavid, yeah, great pass, and Roslovic just had to put his stick down and knock it in. Not Binnington's fault. Actually, I think he kind of knocked it on a bounce pass in. Binnington had to respect the near post and nothing he could do. So Roslovic, his third of the year from McDavid and Nugent-Hopkins. 15 assists for McDavid already. All right, center ice draw. Finally, the puck is dropped. 1:20 to go in the first period. Picard played it behind his own net, out the far boards. Oh, I'm good, Jeremiah. How are you? And let's see. Into the near boards. Oilers took a hit. Blues trying to go the other way and counter. Puck is sent in off the boards. Behind the net. Up the near boards, Oilers, and out. They got a 2-on-2 centering pass. That is broken up. Good defensive play, back-checking Holloway. Shot and a save by Binnington. Pretty good shot there by Savoy. Nugent-Hopkins sends it in behind the net. And the Blues have it as Falk. And Dvorsky tried to get it out. Oilers counter again. Mangiapane sends it around. They get it to Ekholm. Now they have it in the far faceoff circle. Bouchard's shot is saved behind the net. And the rebound in the near corner. We got less than 5 seconds to go in the first period, and that'll do it. End of the first period. 1-0 Oilers. 9-8 shots on goal. Yep, 9-8. I thought we might get one more. All right, 1-0 Oilers. A late power play goal at 18:38 into the first period. Hey, Violet. Yeah, go Oilers. Roslovic, again, his third on the power play off the Sundqvist holding penalty of Savoy. McDavid with a brilliant pass, and Nugent-Hopkins the other one. So I'll show you the goal visualizer. McDavid takes it like here, and then sends it right off. Yep, right there, and boom. Beat Binnington to the far post, but he had to respect the near post. So good play by Roslovic and a great pass by McDavid, his 15th assist. Yeah, hello again to Violet. Thanks for being here. That's why we got to do Oilers games, because people are showing up for them. So I figured instead of doing Canucks Predators, which is a 1-1 game, that would have been fine too. All right, we'll get the second period clock here. Ow. Let's see, and also what's coming up this week. Oh, let's check in. Cowboys scored. Are you kidding? So the Cardinals got a punt blocked, and the Cowboys recovered the ball in the end zone. That's why they scored. Unbelievable. So 10-7 Cardinals, 3:58 to go in the second quarter. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at their own 35. All right, Penguins 3, Maple Leafs 0 in Toronto, second intermission. Canucks 1, Predators 1, first intermission. We had goals by Evander Kane and Philip Forsberg. So far tonight, we got Ben Kindle on the power play. Ben Kindle twice, and Erik Karlsson, his first of the year. Man, he's still around. He's been around a while. All right, let's take a look. All right, 9-8 shots on goal. St. Louis leads. They have won 9 of 16 face-off draws, so the 56.3%, so 9-7. 1-for-1 on the power play for the Oilers. Oh yeah, I should put that as the score. Um, 7-3 hits Oilers, 8-4 block shots Blues, 7-2 giveaways Blues, 2-1 takeaways Blues. They will their next game will be January 18th in Edmonton, and the finale of this 3-game set for the regular season is March 13th in St. Louis again. Again, Jordan Binnington in the net for St. Louis, and Picard for the Oilers. Tomasek and Stetcher scratches for the Oilers. Texier, Malaux, and Walker scratches for the Blues. Let's see. If you have any fantasy questions, like if somebody has shots, I can look that up as well. Got 13 votes and 77% going for the Oilers. Yeah, I forgot when else Edmonton plays this week. I'll have to take a look at Saturday because I don't know what I'm doing yet Saturday. All right, 1 second. All right. Let's see. What else can we take a look at? Yeah, so everything at intermission. Blackhawks Kraken later tonight. Less than an hour away. Probably about 50 minutes. 5-0. All right. Oh, yeah, I got to make sure this is live. It is? Okay, good. Yeah, please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you have, thank you for supporting the channel. If you're new, welcome. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. But yeah, liking and or subscribing will help with getting YouTube to recommend the channel to other potential viewers, and that will also help grow the channel, and I thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate you being here. Let's see real quick. Oh, hey, we got a couple subs tonight. Thank you so much. All right. All right. All right, maybe I'll get a little yeah, thanks Violet. I appreciate you. All right, let's get a little music queued up and I'll take a quick break, then I'll be back. Let's go to page 2. Frame of mind. No. All right, I'll be right back. Thanks, everybody. Alright, we are back. I'm trying to... What the heck? Get the music stopped. Sorry about that. There we go. Alright, let's get ready. Let's make sure we're live on ESPN Plus. Come on. How come the go live button isn't working? I guess they say we're already live. I don't know. All right, we're just about set for the second period. Still 9-8 shots on goal. Fix the timer for second intermission to the third period. Oh, I guess I could I make this window a little bigger maybe? Yeah. All right, just about set for the opening draw. Blues in blue and dark blue going right to left, and the Oilers in white helmets and white jerseys with a little bit of the blue shoulders going left to right. 19:47 to go, second period. In the near boards, in the ozone for the Oilers. Blues get it out of there, but the Oilers take over at neutral ice. They send it in to the ozone. Binnington played it out to the far boards. Dumped in from the red line by the Blues. They go for a line change. Battle for the puck in front of the penalty boxes. Somebody lost a stick for the Blues. And now the Oilers take it into the ozone. Send it behind Binnington in the Blues net. And the Blues bring it out the near boards and dump it in from the red line. Ekholm in his own end behind the net. Battle for the puck. Far face-off circle. Centering pass from the blue line. The Blues dump it into the far corner. Shen touches it up behind the net. Centering pass is knocked out of there. Blues have it in their own end. Send it up the boards. And Bouchard has it for the Oilers in his own end. And the Oilers dump it in from the neutral ice. Binnington behind his own net. So not much going on in the first minute 40 here, second period. Blues centered one. Oh, and it got by somebody. They would have had a great scoring opportunity there. Believe it got away from Frederick. No, not Frederick. Sorry, Shen. Of course, Shen. Looked at the wrong roster. All right, Blues up the far boards. 3-on-3. Centering pass. Now 4-on-3. Shot. What a save by Picard. Or it was just a little wide. Couldn't quite tell. Nope, they got 11-8 shots on goal. Blast from the far faceoff circle. And that is blocked. Oilers going the other way. To the far faceoff circle. Near faceoff circle. Shot and a goal. At 17:33 for the Oilers. Two nothing. 11-9 the shots, and that, of course, is Mangiapane. So the Blues had a chance the other way. The Oilers jumped on the puck and went the other way. It was McDavid to Nugent-Hopkins to Mangiapane. Yep, that's got the assist. So the sisters are the same. The goal scorer changed from the first goal to the second goal. 2-0 Oilers. 17:33 in the second. And into the O-zone. Blues get out of their own end, up the far board. Centering pass, wide open, shot, and it's a little bit wide. Or it got deflected into the netting. 17-16. Tucker's the one that was free. Basically a breakaway. Good pass. And when he shot it, I think Picard might have got a piece of it. Pickard? It's not Picard? Are they calling him Pickard? How is it not Picard? All right, Pickard, I guess, for the Oilers in the net. All right, Blues with the puck in the far face-off circle, but takes it behind the Oilers net into the near boards, up near the blue line and out. Oilers trying to counter, but the Blues have it in their near corner, up the near boards, kept in by the Oilers, sent around to the far boards. Blue line shot is, that might have been blocked or dumped in by, hold on, I think we got a penalty on the Oilers. .53 hooking. All right, 53 high sticking. So the Blues go on the power play. Boy, I gotta say I did not see high sticking. Unless they just didn't get the proper replay on it. I did not see high sticking. Maybe I'm blind. All right, Oilers clear it down the length of the ice. Binnington touches it up. 16.5 to go for the second period. Snuggerud. Dvorsky to Thomas. Back to Dvorsky. Blue line pass to Falk. Near face-off circle, Thomas. Down low, Snuggerud. Thomas, near boards. Snuggerud, down low. Back to Thomas, near face-off circle. Shot. Don't know if that got through or not, or if it was wide. Dvorsky couldn't keep it in, and the Oilers send it down the length of the ice. Binnington behind his own net, touching it up. Falk has it now. They'll break out. 15:40 in the second period. Under a minute on the power play. Holloway dumps it around. Kiru to the near corner to Holloway. Behind the net, Kiru, or is it Kairu? And Shen. Suter. Kairu. Back to Fowler. Far face-off circle, Holloway. Back to Fowler at the blue line. Kairu centered to Suter. Back to Kairu. Cross-ice pass gets deflected into the far corner. 30 seconds on the power play. Fowler to Holloway. From the slot, the shot and save by Pickard at 15:02. And 24 seconds on the power play. Let's check the shots real quick. Let's see. 12-10 shots on goal. 12-10 shots on goal for the Blues, but they're trailing 2-0. 2 even strength goals they gave up. Oilers counter going the other way. We got 15 seconds to go on the power play. Thomas to the far boards. Perico up the near boards. That's going to do it. We are now back to full strength. 0 for 1. One shot for the Blues power play. Oilers get a couple changes. Blues dump it in from the neutral ice. Puck is played around the far boards. Kept in by the Blues. Puck comes free. Draisaitl has it for the Oilers, gets it to neutral ice, and they send it into the O zone. Blues take it behind their own net, up the near boards, and centering pass carried in, dumped in to the near. Nope, that got deflected into the netting at 14 minutes to go. All right, 14 minutes to go in the second. Okay, why do we need a side-by-side commercial when you know you guys are getting a full commercial break soon? All right. All right, the draw is in front of the Blues bench, just outside the Oilers end. And we got a psych by the... come on. How many times is this guy going to do this? This is 2 in a row. He just kicked a Blue out of the draw. Oh, my gosh. Again. This is about the 3rd or 4th attempt at a draw here. Just drop the puck and skate away, man. Finally, here we go. 13:55 to go, second period. Hello, Sam. Welcome. Boo who? I don't know what that is. Oh, commercials. Sorry. I keep forgetting your spellings of things. My bad. I should have read that fine. Battle for the puck in the far corner. Or far face-off circle boards, I meant. Oilers send it up the near boards, and it just gets to neutral ice. Blues have it, and they'll chip it in from the red line and go for a change. Bouchard sent it around behind the net, gets the pass off the boards, can't handle it. And the Blues in the near face-off circle, that is poke-checked away by Ekholm, I think. Kept in at the blue line by the Blues, behind the net, far corner. Back to the, let's see, sent behind the Oilers' net again. Up the far board, still can't get it out. Oilers now pass it, and Bouchard dumps it in. Binnington tries to play it to the far corner. Blues send it to the near corner, and they'll pass it up the near boards. Goes on net, steered aside. Oilers send it up the near boards and out. Battle in the near corner for the puck. Centering pass, shot is saved. Binnington's way out of the net. Another shot, that is blocked. Another shot way wide by the Oilers and sent behind the net. And there goes the flippin' flappin' ESPN app. It just crashed on me. Almost made it halfway through the game. All right, well, we'll stop the clock at 11:48. I'm assuming that's where we're going to be. Looks like the Oilers tied it up. 12-12 shots on goal. Still leading. Okay, like it died. I think my whole TV is rebooting. Oh my gosh. This app is such trash. Nope, I can't quite see that. Okay, I'm assuming we're at the timeout because we're at a whistle, the under 14, but can't get my... Hope I don't have to unplug my TV because it is not... I guess we're going to... Nope, it's in a full reboot, I think, now. I guess I need to put it on my tablet as a backup for when this happens. I hate to keep using battery and bandwidth, but yeah, here we are. Yep, Roku TCL TV is completely rebooting after the ESPN Plus app crash. Oh, brother. Oh my gosh, and it's like having to completely reset itself. There we go. All right, efforting. Still at a TV timeout, hopefully. Oh boy. All right. Oilers got a goal in the first period on the power play. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, power play goal and an even strength goal. I think I said 2 even strength goals. My mistake. All right, let's try to get back. Of course, they don't put hockey anywhere near the top tonight. Do I get Blackhawks? Nope, that is, of course, blacked out. That's what I thought. Got to go all the way to the bottom at NHL. Yep, game is already back underway. Oh, for crying out loud. Still waiting. Yeah, it doesn't usually take this long, but the crash of the computer, or not the computer, the TV was bad. All right, still 12-12 shots on goal. We got 11-12 to go, second period. Blues in the near corner. Send it. Let's see, that's Thomas with the puck. Around the boards to the far side. Oilers will skate it into the O-zone. Centering pass doesn't go anywhere. Nugent-Hopkins couldn't get it. Oilers can't keep it in, and Ekholm will... No, they called icing on the Blues. Okay, so 10:47. Thomas thought, I think it was tipped or something. Yeah, and their line has been out there for a little bit. Bucknovic, Thomas, and Snuggerud have been out there over a minute. Falk and Tucker are their defensive pairing, but haven't been out there as much. All right, Blues win the draw, and they get it out of their own end. They are going to try and get a couple people changed. They got 1. Now they'll get 2 players changed. Oilers have it. Centering pass doesn't get through. Tucker sent it, but not out. Oilers keep it in, send it to the far corner. And, man, the camera coverage is terrible tonight. They are not following the puck. Bouchard, out of his own end, avoided a hit, but he did ice it, I guess, at 10:13. 12-12 shots on goal. Oilers again with a power play goal in the first period and an even strength goal in the second period. All right. Face-off controlled by the Blues. They keep it in. Near face-off circle. Shot. Big save by Pickard. Big rebound. Nobody else could tuck it in. Shot. And that one goes wide. Shen retrieves it. Sends it back to the blue line. Pass to the slot. Far face-off circle. Centering pass. That gets picked off. Oilers countering. They try to dump it in. Blues take it at neutral ice. Looks like the Oilers got at least 1 player changed. And the Blues send it into the near corner. Oilers chip it out to center ice. Actually, they sent it all the way down, and it's icing at 9:34. Yeah, pretty good shot from the near face-off circle dot, and a big rebound. It looks like Ekholm had a great block. Otherwise, it would be 2-1. Because there's no way Pickard was going to get to that one in the far post off of Shen. All right, 9.5 to go in the second period. Battle for the puck behind the Oiler net. Ekholm was there. Blast from the blue line. Don't know if that got on net. And it's finally out of the Oilers' end. The puck was rolling on edge. Blues play it in their own end. And their centering pass is deflected. Holloway had it. Oilers send it into the far corner. Blues take it in their defensive end and send it up the near boards. Dumped in behind the Oiler net, up the near boards. Kept in. And that time it got knocked into the bench area at 8:33 and an immediate timeout by this feed. It is so quick. Like, you can't even get a look most of the time at what the time is on the clock. They're immediately on the commercial. All right, so we've had the under 14 and now the under 10-minute media timeout. And we're due for one more then at under 6. Let's check in on football. Halftime. Oh, the Cardinals got a touchdown. And Aubrey tried to tie the record that Little had. Little had a 68-yarder for the Jaguars at halftime to make it 6-3 Raiders. But Aubrey missed one wide left that would have cut into the 10-point lead. So the other touchdown, Brissett on a run up the middle for 1 yard and the touchdown. So at halftime, Cardinals 17, Cowboys 7. All right. Still about maybe less than 20 minutes. Blackhawks at Kraken will get it underway from Seattle. Penguins and Leafs all tied up at 3. The Penguins were up 3-0. 11:01 to go. Penguins back on the power play. Canucks Predators 1-1 about halfway through the game. 9:52 to go. Oh my gosh, did the app crash again? No, the broadcast just froze. It says I'm live. I'm not going to mess with it. I think it froze again. Oh my gosh, this is driving me nuts. Face off. Oilers get it out of their own end and dump it in from neutral ice. Tucker behind his own net for the Blues. Pass to the far boards and a dump in from the red line by the Blues. Kuzmenko plays it behind the Oilers net. Battle for the puck. Kuzmenko chases it down in the near board, sends it up the near boards and out. McDavid centering pass. Shot from the top of the face-off circle is saved by Bennington. Behind the net, McDavid centers it. Kuzmenko's shot is blocked out of the O-zone. And Nurse retrieves it. Both teams looks like they're getting line changes. Blues take over the puck in the near corner, send it behind the Oiler net to the far boards and kept in at the blue line to the far corner. Centering pass to the slot is hit by a few sticks and Oilers take it over, send it into the near boards and now down into the neutral ice. And I think the puck went into the penalty box area at 7:21. $7:21 to go, second period, 2-0 Oilers. All right. And come on, just drop the puck finally. Blues have it in their own end. They send it off the near boards. Pickard plays it to the far corner. And center ice, Blues dump it in from the red line. Blues far face-off circle. Far corner. Battle for the puck. Phillip was there. Or is it... Wait. Oh, Philp. Sorry, it looked like Phillip. All right, behind the Blues net, they have it. And Kessel will bring it up to the far boards, centering it to Tucker. Tucker will dump it in. Near boards. Oilers trying to get it out. Cross ice pass by Podkolzin into the near corner. Draisaitl sends it back to the blue line. Bouchard to Ekholm. Bouchard gets it back. Shot. Might have been saved or blocked. 14-13 shots on goal. Oilers now. Blues keep it in. Far corner. Oh, I must have accidentally paused the clock. My bad. Oh, man. What the heck did I do? Blues going the other way. Five and a half to go in the second period. I don't know what I did there. All right. Fowler got it up ahead. Now centering pass. Far face-off circle. That doesn't get... Oh, man. That got chipped up in the air and it looked like they knocked it down. Blues couldn't do anything with it. Up ahead for the Oilers. Centering pass. Shot. Good save by Binnington from the near face-off circle. Blues countering. 3-on-3. Sent into the near corner. Battle for the puck. Joseph sent it to the far corner. Oilers have it now. Nurse sends it behind the Oiler net. And who has got the puck here? Somebody got a scratch on their cheek or near their mouth for the Blues. All right, finally played out to the far boards. Dumped in by the Oilers. Behind the net. Nugent-Hopkins couldn't get it. Kept in by Bouchard. Nugent-Hopkins near corner. Centering for McDavid. That might have been a great save there by Binnington. 16-13 shots on goal, Oilers. Behind the net to the far boards, and we got a whistle at 4:06. Yeah, somebody's got a cut on their chin for the Blues. We got a penalty coming up. Oh, man, stay with the penalty call. Why do you cut to commercial before they call the penalty? Isaac Howard. Nope. McDavid, 2 minutes for tripping at 15:54. So the Blues go back on the power play. Shots are 16-13 Oilers. All right, Blues get a chance to cut into the lead, and McDavid not on the ice either. Oh. All right. What were we looking at? Yeah, so what we got? Canucks 1, Predators 1. 6:56 to go in the second. Penguins, Leafs, still 3-3, 8:04 to go. So we had a Nylander goal, Nylander 2 goals, and Austin Matthews. Let's see, they got him 3:31 in the third, 4:47 in the third, and 6:55 into the third to tie it up in Toronto between the Penguins and Leafs. All right, well, if this is correct, we got Ekholm and Bouchard plus Savoy and Henrique on the penalty kill. It says I'm live, but why does it look frozen? You know, maybe I should just go to the... Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think they missed the penalty for the guy that got... oh, I just saw the McDavid... They called tripping. I thought that was a high stick. I don't know. All right, at any rate... power play. We got Thomas Dvorsky. Let's see who else we got out there for the Blues. Falk. He works it to Thomas. 4 minutes to go in the second. Thomas in the near corner, near face-off circle. Falk at the point. Shot by Dvorsky. That's a goal for the Blues. At 3:52, a power play goal from the far face-off circle. A great cross-ice pass. And we'll delete the penalty. So McDavid heads out of the box. Quick power play goal. That was by Dvorsky, his first of the year from Falk and Thomas. Yeah, great passing by the Blues. Thomas in the near face-off circle. Made a pass to Dvorsky. Yeah. And then it passed to the point and then passed to Dvorsky in the far face-off circle and buried it. 3:46, kind of a terrible angle on the replay. It's like from the corner. Wish we would have gotten a better replay. All right, drop pass, Draisaitl cross-ice pass, shot, and a glove save held on by Binnington at 3:31. So it's 2-1 Oilers. Yeah, good passes by Thomas and Falk. I think they're going to replay the goal again. Yeah, blast from the far face-off circle. Just beat Pickard glove side because it was just under the bar. Amazingly, because it was on end. It was flipping. All right. Blues centering pass. They're in the O-zone. Nice stick handle shot and covered up after and gave up no rebound. 3:16 to go. A nice save by Pickard. Somebody got right up the middle and had a point-blank shot, and Pickard stoned him. That's Dalibor Dvorsky's first career NHL goal. Oh, okay. Not just the first of the year. His first ever goal. All right, draw. Oilers have it behind their own net. Up the far. Oh, stolen. Blues have it behind the Oilers net. Centering pass. Think. Excuse me. Off the net and still battle into the far corner. Back to the blue line. A blast. Got through. Big rebound. Couldn't get a stick on it. Back to the blue line again. Sent off the boards behind the net. Battle for the puck. Oilers get it into the near boards. Big hit by Shen for the Blues. Kyrou is there. Battle for the puck on the near boards. Oh, thanks, Sinbin Admin. And Kuzmenko finally gets it to neutral ice. Oilers have it. Looking. Oh, what a pass and steered on net and a good save by Binnington. I think we got some pushing and shoving along the boards behind the net at 2:19. 18-16 shots on goal here. Yeah, great pass. Looked like Frederick found. I didn't get a good look. And redirected. Good scoring opportunity for the Oilers there. All right. Oilers send it to the blue line. Cross-ice pass. Back to the point. Shot. Didn't get through. Deflected into the near corner. Oilers have the puck. Blue line. Another cross-ice pass. Far face-off circle. Far corner. Far face-off circle. Near face-off circle on the pass. Shot in front or pass in front. Nobody could get a stick on it. Blues get it out of their own end. Oilers have it at neutral ice. And can't keep it in the zone. Dumped in by the Oilers. That was Kulak. Binnington behind his own net plays it to the far corner. Blues send it up. They make a cross-ice pass off the near boards. Oh, I thought they were offside. Centering pass, shot. Oh, a big rebound and then a score from the near faceoff circle. We're tied. Looks like Thomas got the goal at 1:22. Tied at 2-2. 19-17 shots on goal. Thomas from the near faceoff circle after a big rebound off of Pickard. Yeah, he had a kick save and then kind of was almost out of the crease and couldn't recover for Thomas's rebound shot. Assist by Broberg and Snuggerud. Yeah. Yeah, it was unfortunate that you know, the bounce, on the rebound was unfortunate. Pickard stood tall and made a good save, but then just a weirdly deflected puck, towards the near face-off circle. Nothing he could really do about it. Just unfortunate for the Oilers. 1 minute remaining in the second period. Blues dump it in. Pickard behind his own net to the near boards. Sent ahead. Red line for the Oilers into the O-zone. Far corner. Under 50 to go. Puck came loose near the crease, but the Blues get it out of their own end. And sent up not out though. Oilers still have it in their own end. Knocked down. And battle for the puck by the penalty box area. Up the near boards. Puck is loose. Blast is blocked and deflected into the netting at 22.1 seconds to go. Looked like Wallman on that blast. Oh, was I saying Kuzmenko when I meant Wallman? Yeah, I think I was. What the heck? Who am I thinking of? Thinking of the wrong team, I guess. My bad. Apologies. Who was I? Yeah, 96 is Wallman. My apologies. All right. Draw. Got like 15 seconds left. Far face-off circle. Now behind the net. In the near corner. Battle for the puck. 5 seconds to go, though. 2, 1. That'll do it. That's the end of the second period. The Blues rally after being down 2-0 and tie it up. 2-2, 19-18 shots on goal. Oilers. Yeah, just an unfortunate bounce there. Must be thinking of a different team. I apologize. Yeah, 96, of course, is Wallman. And the Blues don't have anybody in the 90s. Okay. Podkolzin, maybe I was thinking of 92. Podkolzin. Yeah, I can never remember his name. Alrighty, so I don't know if we got all the goal visualizers. Mangiapane from Nugent-Hopkins and McDavid. Of course, he's 88. So they're going left to right. McDavid to Nugent-Hopkins to Mangiapane from the near face-off circle and then Dvorsky on the power play. That was from the far face-off circle up here, number 54. Pass from Thomas, and then another pass by Falk to find Dvorsky to take advantage of the power play, and now Thomas off the big deflection from Broberg and Snuggerud. So Thomas is 18. He'll come down like here. The shot comes from there. That was off the boards. Wait a minute. I got to see that again. I never realized it was off the boards behind him. I thought he had actually made the save. But yeah, it was just a lucky bounce off the backboards and in. Wait. Did that seriously hit? I hope they show it again. Did it hit Pickard's back to go in? Oh, off the post and him and in? All right, I got to see that again. Yeah, I hear you. Now I know why you said, yeah, that definitely was lucky. Yeah, it was just unfortunate, though, how that puck got to him so cleanly. Baya Jarkal Turgenbayer. Yeah, lucky bounce, exactly. All right, well, still 20 minutes to play. So we got the Oilers 2, Blues 2, after 2. Deuce is wild. All right, let's get the time. Running into the sweatshirt. Let's get the timer up for when the third period starts. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Doing one or both does help with getting YouTube to recommend us to other potential viewers, and will also help grow the channel. And I thank you and appreciate your support. Appreciate you all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for chatting. All right. Let's see if football might still be at half. Nope. Third quarter, 24-10, Cardinals. They had a touchdown. Brissett to McBride for 12 yards, the tight end. Ryland the extra point. Then Aubrey got a 26-yard field goal. Man, down 24-7. Yeah, it was 4th and 9 from the 9. And they made it a 24-10 game. But the Cardinals have it 2nd and 10. 5:02 to go in the third, and they're at the Dallas 37. All right. Maple Leafs, 4 straight goals. McMahon at 13:43 gives the Leafs the 1-goal lead. Penguins have pulled the goalie down 4-3. Now only 52 seconds to go. Canucks take the lead in Nashville 3-2, second intermission. Blackhawks and Kraken 2:05 into the game, no score. And it looks like we're about to go final from Toronto here. All right, so we'll check back in a minute. Yeah, 1 penalty on the Blues in the first period. Oilers cashed in with a power play goal. 2 penalties on the Oilers in the second, and the Blues cashed in on one of them. Who scored in which game? Jeremiah. We're final from Toronto. Maple Leafs rally down 3-0 in the third and get, 4 goals. Austin Matthews, 3:31 into the third. Made it 3-1. Nylander at 4:47, 3-2. Nylander again, 6:55 into the third, and then the lead and eventual game-winning goal, McMahon at 13:43. And 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at the Dallas 21. Oh, Oilers and Blues. Okay, gotcha. Well, first goal was Roslovic on the power play, his third of the year from McDavid and Nugent-Hopkins. That was the first period. 18:38 into the first. Second period, Oilers went up 2-0 thanks to Magiapane's fourth from Nugent-Hopkins. Yeah, Nugent-Hopkins and McDavid at 2:27. Then the Blues got on the board with a power play goal. First goal of his career, Dalibor Dvorsky from Falk and Thomas at 16:08. And then Robert Thomas, second goal of the year from Broberg and Snuggerud at 18:38. So both periods we've had a goal at 18:38. One for the Oilers in the first and one for the Blues in the second. All right. I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'll be back. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Let me get some music queued up. All right, that's muted. Looks like we're, yeah, good. All right. Yeah, Canucks 3, Predators 2. We got second intermission. With this, Blackhawks Kraken just underway. Maple Leafs 4-3 over the Penguins in Toronto. The only final tonight. I swear I hear an owl outside right now. All right, 1 second. All right, thanks everybody for watching. I'll be right back after a break. Appreciate you all. All right, we are back. Let me get rid of the music. All right. All right. Yep, let's put the NHL scores back up there, I think. What's going on with my mouse? There we go. All right, we got it. Yep, no score still. Hawks headed to the power play, 9:45 in the first. Again, Canucks up 3-2 in Nashville over the Predators. This game is all tied up at 2. Who do I think is dominating the game? Well, I would have said the Oilers, but the Blues certainly stormed right back there. Not taking anything away from them. That was a pretty lucky bounce. I'd like to see that goal again on that second goal. But, you know, it's not like the Blues haven't had their chances. Shots are 19-18. But great question, Gabriel. Where else were we? Oh, we didn't. Did we not go through the hits? All right, we'll go through that now. 19-16. Actually, now the Oilers lead in faceoffs. I think the Blues led at the first intermission. Power play, Oilers 1-for-1, Blues 1-for-2. 13-8 hits, Oilers. There hasn't been a ton of hitting, I feel like. Good block shots by the Blues, though, 13-8. And they've given away more, 16-11, but they've taken away more, 5-4. So, yeah, pretty even, though. I mean, I know that's a cop-out with it being 2-2, but I guess I'd give the edge to the Oilers because, like I said, I really think the Blues got a fortunate bounce on that Thomas goal. But thank you. I appreciate it. Who do you think's dominating the game, or who do you think is, let me know in the chat or post-game in the comments section as well. All right, let's get this out of there. Let's get set for the third. Who do I think will win? I think, I think the Oilers will win. I mean, I think they've got the better skill positions, obviously, but, Binnington's a good goalie, though. Take nothing away from him. Obviously the Blues are struggling a little bit this year, but it's a long season. Anybody can turn it around at any point. But, thanks, Gabriel, and thanks, Nothing 18. I know for some reason YouTube puts the handles, after the @ symbol instead of the channel names. There's nothing I can do to control that. That's on YouTube's end. All right, let me get the timer down. Now it should be set. Yeah, I agree with Jeremiah. I think it'll be the Oilers. Agreed. I think they're definitely better the team, not just by record either. I feel like the Oilers have actually struggled a little bit this year, but McDavid's been playing much better lately. He's continuing to get his assist, but he's also started to get a couple goals here and there. All right, the Blues are going, let's see, left to right, and the Oilers are going right to left. Up the near boards, Blues keep it in. And the Oilers going the other way. McDavid to the far circle, far face-off circle. That is blocked, the Blues counter. And they're into the neutral zone. They skate into the O zone. Thomas with the drop pass. Puck is into the near corner. Nurse has it behind the Oiler net. He skates it out of their own end. Oilers finish their line change. That looked like a shot on net that Bennington steered aside. It was from like neutral zone or blue line by Nurse. Now the Blues finally take it out of their own end. Past the Oilers bench area. Into the far face-off circle. Centering pass. And a good shot. I'm wondering if that hit the post because the ref was waving it off. Draisaitl tries to get one on net. Bennington steers it behind the net. And the Blues counter. 18:37 in the third period to go. Under 18.5 now. And it is 20-18 shots on goal, Oilers. Drop pass to the far face-off circle. That shot is blocked into the far boards. Both teams battling in the far corner. Blues trying to keep it in the zone. Oilers counter. Pass by the penalty box area. Dumped in. Oilers chase into the near corner. Tucker tried to play it up the near boards. Blues send it off the far boards. And I think Tucker ended up dumping it in from the red line. Battle for the puck. And the Oilers send it up to neutral ice. And Tucker had trouble, I think, trying to glove it. And Parayko, however you say it, Parayko, sent it up. All right, Oilers far corner, behind the net, up the near boards. Cross ice pass. Violet says, come on, Oilers, go. All right, Violet, if it's all right, I'll put it on the screen. Thank you. Still 2-2. 17:05 to go. Third period. 20-18 shots, Oilers. Cross ice pass. Far face-off circle to the far corner. In the slot, a shot, a high glove save, and a beauty by Bennington, and he hangs on at 16:56. That was a nice shot. Hey, Jeremiah has a McDavid jersey. That's cool. Yeah, I haven't gotten jerseys in a long time. I started buying sweatshirts, used off of eBay, and I love 47 brand fitted hats, so I started buying bunch of hats. I don't have every team yet, but I wasn't really trying to. All right, that shot I think was blocked into the near boards. It's kept in at the far blue line though. And the Blues send it to neutral ice, and their pass gets away, and Ekholm will try to dump it in. But the Blues have it in their own end again. Pass to the blue line and dumped in. Pickard behind his net. Ekholm sends it around. Oilers can't quite get it out. Now they're at the Ekholm to the right winger. Sent in behind the net. Battle for the puck in the near corner. And the Blues have control of the puck. That's Bucknovich. And they pass it off the far boards to him. And the Blues are probably getting a line change. I imagine the Oilers are too. And now they play it out of their own end, up ahead. Kyrou had it, but we got a whistle at 15:46. Hey, Piggy Wiggly. Thank you, Piggy Wiggly. Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and STL is St. Louis. Come on, you know the Cardinals. You should know St. Louis, Piggy. All right, draw in the Blues end, but they play it Shen behind the net into the near corner. And Oilers counter. Centering past Nurse to the near faceoff circle. McDavid. He gets it back to Nurse at the blue line. A shot goes wide from the blue line. No goal, says the ref. I don't know if anything ever hit the post. 21-18 shots on goal. Cleared down the length of the ice. And that's going to be icing on St. Louis at 15:07. Oh, that's okay. I know. I was just teasing you, Piggy Wiggly. Sorry. I just figured you may have seen STL for the... Oh, that puck went behind the net. I don't know what it hit, but then it went off the post. That's why he was saying no goal. I didn't see that. I don't know how that hit off the boards and then got deflected on net to the post, but it did. Didn't get a good look at it because they were showing the goal cam. 14:54 to go. Blues in the near boards, near corner to the far faceoff circle now. That pass is blocked, and Oilers send it up the near boards and out. But the Blues have it at the red line. And they bring it into the O-zone, send it into the near boards, near corner, around behind the Oiler net, into the far corner, and up the near boards and out by the Oilers. But that goes down. I don't know if anybody tipped it, but the Blues play it. So no icing. I think they had already waved it off. All right, Blues behind their own net. Who is that with the puck? I cannot see the number. Obviously, they're getting a line change. Pass to the center. Goes down the length of the ice. They waved off icing somehow. Dvorsky got there. Shot. I think that was wide. Into the near boards. Kept in at the blue line. Shot. Puck is loose. Oilers take it behind their own net. Up the near boards. And cross-ice pass to the red line and dumped in by the Oilers. Pickard has it behind his net. I'm sorry, Binnington behind his own net. And the Blues play it to the neutral ice. Puck was briefly in the Blues O-zone. Now it's back in their own defensive end. Kessel played it to Tucker, I think. Back to Kessel. Kessel at the red line dumps it in. That should be icing. They did get it. I was going to say he was behind the red line when he sent that puck up at 13:12. No, St. Louis, Missouri. Missouri is equals Mo. Mississippi is what is Mississippi? Mississippi is MS in abbreviations. St. Louis is by the Mississippi River, correct. But it's not in the state of Mississippi. Bouchard with 13 minutes to go in his own end. 55. Both teams getting line changes. St. Louis just finished theirs. Dumped in behind the... Actually, St. Louis is across the river from Illinois, the state I live in. Battle for the puck after a long shot and a rebound, and no dice for the Oilers. Couldn't put it past Binnington. Far face-off circle counter shot deflected into the far corner. Pretty good save, I think, by Pickard. Behind the net, shot must have been off the post. They waved it off, and we got a whistle and the under 14 media timeout at 12:27. They got to start showing some replays. But I guarantee they're probably going to commercial break. Oh, here we go. Here's the last shot. Oh, maybe that was wide. I don't know if that... I don't think Pickard got a piece of it. We'll see. Yeah, you hate the Cardinals because they're the Cubs rivalries. Thanks, Piggy. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I listened to a game the other night, and they didn't say ozone, but I've definitely heard certain broadcasts say it. I just think it's easier to abbreviate it that way, but maybe it's just me. Yeah, Mississippi is further south. Mississippi, I think is MS because Michigan is MI in abbreviations. We have so many MI states. Oh, Jeremiah says we got a Canucks goal. I keep forgetting Evander Kane is on the Canucks. His second at 3:02 makes it 4-2 in Nashville. Canucks leading. All right, is this feed frozen or what? Yeah, St. Louis is yeah. Yeah, that might have hit the post, that last rush. And what about that last one, though? They had the behind the net cam, and I didn't get a good look. Thomas taking the draw for St. Louis. I think it's against McDavid. Far face-off circle. Blues have control, but they can't keep it in. 12:20 to go in the game. Oops, I forgot to start the clock. All right, dumped in. Pickard behind his own net. Up the far boards. Oilers have it. They send a pass. Nugent-Hopkins with it. He loses it in the near boards. St. Louis sends it. Okay, great camera coverage. Couldn't even follow it. Waldman behind his own net. Nurse skates by, and he dumps it to McDavid. McDavid flies up the right wing area into the O-zone. Far face-off circle. Nugent-Hopkins sends it behind the net to Nurse. Nurse shot into the far corner, was wide and out of the zone. And the Oilers pick the puck back up, and they have 22 shots on goal. Blues have 18. Behind the net, number 6 for the Blues, that would be Broberg. To the far face-off circle, a shot and a great save by Pickard at 11:10. We'll have a draw. Should be 22-19 shots on goal now. Yeah, there's a state of Missouri. There's a Missouri River, too. Missouri and Mississippi are states. St. Louis is in Missouri, and it's on the Mississippi River. Like the whole western border of Illinois is all Mississippi River. Oh, my gosh. Sinbin stream or Sinbin admin trying to give me a heart attack here. That's okay. I'm just teasing. All right, draw is controlled by the Blues, sent into the far corner, and not kept in at the blue line on the near boards, but icing on the Oilers with 11 minutes to go. Yes, that's true. That sounds about right, Piggy Wiggly. All right. Far face-off circle draw. Nope. Psych out by the linesman. Blues have it. Shot and another glove save and a beauty by Pickard. And we'll do it again. Should be the 20th shot on goal for St. Louis. Holloway, Shen, Suter, Kyrou, Dvorsky, and Joseph. Wait, what? How can they have 6 on the ice? What are we doing, St. Louis broadcast? All right, they missed the draw. Good job. And Edmonton gets it out of their own end. 10:47 to go. Blues dump it in from the blue line. Behind the net, Pickard plays it off the near boards and out. Blues track it down in their own end. Tucker played it off the boards. Blues had it in their end, but Ekholm has it. He sends it up the near boards. And Binnington behind his own net will try to get it up the ice. Blues counter over the red line, dumped in. Pickard behind the net to the far corner. Bouchard out. Oilers can't keep it in the zone. Bad pass. And it's dumped. Pickard gets it to Bouchard, who takes it behind the net. And they're just getting a breakout play here. Up the near boards. Drop pass. Nope, sent in behind the net. Binnington couldn't get it. Blues send it up the near boards. Kept in by Ekholm. Now, shot from the blue line is blocked and out of the zone by the Blues. And sent up the far boards and down the length of the ice. Binnington behind his own net. Under 9.5 to go. Up the far boards. Nugent-Hopkins keeps it in the slot. McDavid from the near faceoff circle. That shot is blocked. Another shot. That one got through and was saved by Binnington. Cross-ice pass to the point. Now McDavid near faceoff circle. He circles back. And Nurse couldn't keep it in, and they'll regroup in their own end. And the Blues take it by the Oilers bench. Thomas with the puck behind the Oiler net into the near corner. Up the near boards. Not out. Blues keep it in. Shot was wide into the near corner. Nugent-Hopkins behind the net. And finally the Oilers get it out of their own end. Is that McDavid? Yeah. He can't hang on to it, though. Blues counter and centering pass to Parayko. It's Parayko. And the puck comes loose in the crease. Frozen by Pickard at 8:16. So this should be the under, 10 minute. All right. McDavid, yeah, with a pretty good shot. Did that get through? No, it was blocked. That was the one that was blocked. Showing the replay of. 8:16 to go in the third. 23-20 shots on goal, Edmonton. And let's double check the other score. Still Canucks 4, Predators 2 in Nashville, but Nashville has 1:04 left on the power play. 12:31, now 45 seconds to go. 12:31 in the third. First intermission, no score in Seattle. Blackhawks Kraken. Maple Leafs won 4-3 over the Penguins earlier tonight in Toronto. Oilers should be winning 6-2. All these low-scoring affairs is getting tiring. Hello, Andrew Cotton. Thanks for the comment. Will the Oilers score one more goal before the end of the game? Hopefully. Yeah, exactly. That's what cash out on the. I don't know betting props or anything. I'm not sure. I don't know enough about gambling or fantasy to help you. I'm sorry. Maybe somebody in the comments can make a suggestion. But thanks for the question. I don't know. All right, oh, football. Let's check in. Fourth quarter underway. It's still a 10-point game. Cardinals 27, Cowboys 17. Dallas has a 1st and 10 at their own 35 with 10:51 to go. And it looks like we are back from commercial break. So we just had a field goal by the Cardinals to make it a 10-point game. All right, hope you're enjoying your Monday evening, and thanks for being here and watching along with some hockey. All right, puck comes free down the length of the ice, just went wide of the net, so it is icing against the Oilers. It just barely went to the far side of Binnington in the crease. Yeah, I mean, St. Louis has had some chances, but yeah, I think the Oilers have had the better scoring chances. I haven't seen the scoring chances number. Draw in the far face-off circle. There's a battle in the puck, in the corner for the puck. I'm sorry, behind the Oilers' net. Now the Oilers get it out, and they tried to dump it into the O-zone. Near face-off circle. Oilers lose the puck. Blues have it at neutral ice. And the camera is not following the puck. They completely missed a shot on goal. Behind the net. I got to go to the Canadian feed. This is ridiculous. The camera has been terrible tonight. Just the worst I think I've seen for a hockey game. Like ever. Dumped into the neutral zone by the Oilers. They're trying to get a line change. 7:22 to go in the game. In the third, I mean. All right, Thomas dumps it in. Ekholm sends it behind his own net. Oilers make a cross-ice pass. Can't connect, though. Blues have it in their own end. Pass to neutral ice. Skated into the O-zone. Drop pass to Thomas. Thomas centers it, but it gets deflected to the far boards and out of the zone. St. Louis regrouping. And in the near boards, turn it over. Draisaitl has it. Draisaitl up the near. Nope, stolen by Thomas. Thomas countering from the right wing. Oilers take it over at the near boards. Cross ice pass. Drop pass, shot from the far faceoff circle. Big rebound put behind the net and out the near boards. Thomas tries to stick handle around Nurse. Couldn't do it. Drop pass back to make that Thomas. His shot is blocked into the near corner, but we got a whistle at 6:16. What's the call here? 24-20. One of the goalies had a mask issue, I believe. 24-20 shots on goal in favor of the Oilers. But if it was Binnington having a mask issue, why are we blowing the whistle when the puck was in the other end? I don't know. McDavid has the puck after the draw. He gets it to the left wing. Nugent-Hopkins. Nugent-Hopkins dumps it behind the net. Blues have the puck on the far boards and out. But looks like, I can't tell if that's Nurse or not. Oilers take it behind their own net into the near boards. Cleared, not out yet. And they regroup in their own end. Look, that looks like Nurse now. Drop pass to McDavid, who takes it behind the Oiler net and flies up the far side boards and into the far corner. Battle for the puck behind the Blues net into the near corner. Nugent-Hopkins is there, sends it behind the net, trying to get a centering pass back to the blue line. Dump to the far corner, back to the blue line. Pass, shot by Nugent-Hopkins, is deflected wide into the near corner. Back to the blue line. Shot wide, big rebound to the far boards, kept in at the blue line. Into the near boards, drop pass, shot wide again behind the net. Oilers still in the attack zone. Back to the blue line, cross ice pass. That shot is blocked and finally out of the attack zone. Both teams going for line changes. 4:40 to go. Didn't even know where the puck was because they were showing the Blues bench at the time. Still 24-20 Oilers shots on goal. Up into the far corner. Oilers send it around the net. Oh, they whiffed on a pass. Oilers counter and Blues countering make that. Dumped in behind the Oilers net. Bouchard was there. Oilers are able to play it out to neutral ice. And they picked the pass off. Drop pass. Far face-off circle. Shot and a save by Binnington. And he hangs on. And the ESPN app crashes. Or no. They went to an immediate commercial, but they froze the picture. 4:06 to go. 24-20 shots on goal. Oilers. Oh, you think the Oilers are getting just the point, like overtime, or do you mean the win and 2 points? I don't know. I got 2:30 if draw or Blues win. Ah, okay, gotcha. Oh, Predators have a goal. Thanks, Jeremiah. Yeah, I have no idea. I wish I understood gambling more than I do because it seems to have gotten more confusing than I ever remember it. Michael Bunting at 11:52 into the third. They have 7:31 to go in Nashville. Canucks 4, Predators 3. Still haven't started the second period in Seattle. And in Jerry World, still 27-17. Cardinals, they have the ball. 7:49 to go in the fourth, but they have a 3rd and 23 from their own 30. All right, please be sure to like and or subscribe if you haven't already done so. Doing one or both does help with getting YouTube to recommend the channel to other potential viewers, which will in turn help us grow the channel. And thank you so much for your support. Returning viewers and new viewers, all are welcome. Thank you so much. Come on, we can't afford to have the ESPN Plus app crash on me here. Saturday Night Live skit. No, I didn't even hear about it. Highly suggest after the stream. Okay, thanks, MFJ4. Try to remember that. All right, they missed the draw. We're back underway. 4 minutes to go. What in the world is with this Blues broadcast? Never again. I do like that they identify the Blues on the ice. All right, scramble for the puck in front of the Blues end. It is 26-20 now. Shots on goal. Oilers take control out of their own end. At neutral ice, Blues take back over. And chipped in. Sent up the near boards by Ekholm and out. Blues have it. They retreat to their own end. Going for a line change. Falk passes it and he'll head off as fresh teammates come onto the ice. Dumped into the near corner for the Blues. Centering pass got behind somebody. Nugent-Hopkins dumps it in from the red line. They'll chase it in the near corner. And wait, they called icing on that? That wasn't icing. Are you kidding me? 3:03 to go. What? There is no way that was icing. You can't be serious. Wait, I wish I would have seen a replay. That didn't look like icing to me. They called icing. That's incredible. Oilers, they're battling in the near boards for the puck. And finally out. McDavid on the left wing sends it around the boards to the far corner. And Blues counter at the neutral ice. Sent off the far boards. Dumped in behind the Oiler net. Nurse sends it up the near boards. 2:34 to go in the third period. Under 2.5 now. Blues in their own end. Getting a change. Looked like Thomas headed off. Dumped in. In their own, behind their own net, I mean, for the Oilers, into the near corner. So we approach 2 minutes remaining. Up ahead, Oilers at neutral ice. They lose the puck. And somebody regained it and dumped it in. Behind the net, Binnington with the puck. Cross ice pass. Carried into the zone. Are we sure they weren't offside? Well, now they are. They're going to have to tag up. Both teams going for line changes as the Blues have it in their own end. Paraico. How do you say that? Paracchio? Puck scrambled in front of the net. One of the defensemen almost skated into. And a good save. Oh, no. And a big rebound and a goal by the Blues. And there goes the stupid ESPN app. All right, it didn't completely kill my TV and make it reset, but it's 3-2 Blues. What is going on today? How are the Oilers losing this game? All right, trying to get back in. They give it to Suter from Parayko, Parayko, and Shen at 18:37. Unreal. And that's 2 crashes by the ESPN Plus app tonight. All right, let's finish this game on the Oilers broadcast. I cannot even believe how unstable this app is. Well, this is about to be an upset unless the Oilers can pull off a miracle here late in the game. And they have just pulled their goalie. Let's see on NHL.com. So 6-on-5. Oh my gosh. And this isn't even live. It says I am. There's no way. Behind the net. We're trying to finish on the Oiler feed. 26-22 shots on goal. Wow, this Oiler feed, I don't know, it might be a little bit behind. 1 minute to go. Sorry about that. Now it's 6-on-5 and an empty net. I was just going by NHL.com. Behind the net. Centering pass. And the Oilers can't keep it in. It goes down the length of the ice. They'll take it in their own end. McDavid with the puck, only 36 seconds to go. Dumps it into the far corner. Behind the net and up the near boards. This has got to be ice. No, it's not going to be icing. Bouchard has it in his own end. Sent ahead. McDavid can't handle it. The puck got off his stick and backhanded. This is going to be icing, though, with 11.7 seconds to go. And what in the world? The goal was by Suter. Yeah, sorry, my app crashed before, I think right as the goal happened. We'll get the visualizer in a minute. That was ridiculous. Well, spoiler alert. All right, 11.7 draw in the near faceoff circle. Centering pass. They couldn't keep it in. There's only 6 seconds to go. Blues have the puck, and they'll send it down, and that's going to be it. That is the game. 3-2, St. Louis wins. So the Oilers had a 2-0 lead and then couldn't score, and they end up losing 3-2 to the Blues in St. Louis. Wow, disappointing game by Edmonton, I got to say. All right, we'll quick check football. 4:34 to go. Cardinals have the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 37. Cowboys still have 3 timeouts, trailing by 10. All right, so here was the game winner. We'll see Suter, who is 22. There was a scramble behind the net to the point. Must have been deflect. Yeah, it was a big rebound, and then it was a big rebound on that shot from the point, and then Suter put in the rebound. That's what happened, and then my app crashed. Well, apologies to the Oilers fans. Can't pick the outcome. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream despite the outcome. Or if you're a Blues fan and, you know, good game, GG's. Congrats on the win. Am I going to watch? No, I'm done for tonight. 1 game's enough for me. What is left? Oh, they got 2:58 to go in the third. Blackburn tied it. Yeah, no, I think I'm good. Gonna rest my voice. Yeah, I saw Jeremiah. Yeah, I gotta rest my voice. We got double headers coming up the next 2 nights. I was gonna do it was between this game and that game. That's all I got tonight. Both games ended up being pretty good, and both could have gone to overtime, but 16 or wait. It was at 18:37 that Suter got the game winner for the Oilers, for the Blues. 3 stars were Thomas, Suter, and Dvorsky. Of course, don't bother voting for any of the Oilers. Yeah. All right, that's going to do it because, yeah, there's still 2:58 to go in Nashville. Hope to see you tomorrow night. We got Flyers at Canadians at 6 p.m. Central, and followed by Red Wings at Golden Knights at 9 p.m. Central. And then another doubleheader Wednesday, Mammoth at Maple Leaf, 6 o'clock. Sharks at Kraken, 9 o'clock. Thursday, Panthers at Kings, 9 o'clock. Friday night doubleheader, WNBA on Prime. Saturday, we'll figure out what games we're doing. And, yeah, enjoy the rest of the Canucks Predators and Blackhawks Kraken if you have it. I get blacked out of Blackhawks games being in the Chicago area, and this game I think was on NHL Network. Penguins Leafs. But appreciate you all. Please like and subscribe if you could do me a favor and help out the channel. But thanks everybody for watching and chatting, especially. Thanks for being here. Have a great rest of your Monday night. Have a great Tuesday. Hope to see you back soon for hockey. And until then, or for basketball Friday, or football on Sunday. We'll have Packers or Eagles at Packers next Monday night. We'll be back to Monday Night Football. Until then, take care. Sinbin Stream signing out, wishing you all well, and bye-bye.